Hello and welcome to the ETOF 21 Sports Podcast. I'm the man behind ETOF 21 Sports, Eric, coming at you on this lovely Friday to kick off the holiday weekend. Now, did you guys even know it was a holiday weekend? I had no flipping clue. I was FaceTiming my parents this morning, and my mom, being the typical mom she is, was like, "Oh, make sure you don't drink much this holiday weekend." I was like, "What?" I'm like, "Isn't it just a normal weekend?" She's like, No, it's Memorial Day." So I had no clue it was Memorial Day. Now I'm going to have to go get some stuff to barbecue, go get some more beer. There goes the diet, adding on the carbs. I honestly had no clue. I mean, without sports, I am totally lost on what day of the week it freaking is. I have no idea. And when my dad retired, he made that statement to me. He's like, when you retire, you don't know what day it is when you don't have work. And I'm like, whatever, Dad. Sports is my work. With no sports, I have no idea what day it is or when it is. So I kind of get what he's talking about. I mean, the only kind of rationale I know when day it is horse racing. So that was kind of an eye-opening experience to me, seeing how dependent I am on sports to organize where I am in the calendar. And that got me thinking, what are the places that I want to go to that I haven't been yet for a sporting event? So what I'm going to start to do is I'm going to start once a week, either Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm going to write a little blog piece, put on my website, ETOF21 Sports. And the first one I did was places I want to go to see a sporting event, which I haven't been to. So I've been to Yankee Stadium, so that can't be on there. Okay. I've been to Wrigley Field, so that can't be on there. So it's places that I haven't been to. So I have 10 places, a lot of positive feedback on it. I already know what I'm going to write about next week. So make sure you go over to ETOF21 Sports. It's under the blog section. Click on media, then click on blog, and it'll take you right to it. Now, you guys know you can find my work for horse racing at ETOF21 Sports _horse_racing on Instagram. So I got this guy that messaged me. He goes, "What's your free tip?" Now, this is early Monday morning. And you guys know I'm up at 4 a.m. on Monday. I wake up at 4 a.m., take my pre-workout, do my yoga, and run. And then I eat. And then I kind of tackle my day. That's kind of my routine, my schedule. So anyway, I wake up and I got this message. So this guy's obviously from overseas. And he was like, "What's your free play for the day?" I go, "Well, I'm only going to be playing Will Rogers today. I will look later in the day once I see the track conditions and see the updated field, who's scratched and who's not." And he replies, "Oh, I want international stuff." And I explained to him, I was like, "No, sir, I only give out plays if I'm personally playing it. If I'm not playing it, then I'm not gonna recommend it to you guys. Because you guys want to know what I bet, and I give out what I bet. Everything I post and give you guys, I personally bet, so my money's invested too. I'm just not one of those guys who just gives out a play and doesn't bet it." So on Monday, I posted one play for Will Rogers. Horse was a late closer. Race played out like I wanted to. 9 horse broke a little bit too late. Finished 5th. And this dude is blowing up, saying the horse was no good. I need another bet to chase. What's the play? Is there any more plays today? The horse was no good. Whoa, time out. Did you watch the race? Horse finished 5th. There was another 5 yards he would have won. Horse just broke late. Okay, I don't win every bet. My link to my spreadsheet is in my bio. You can see my percentages for every track. So I replied to him. I was like, "No, sir. Everything for the day is done, and I'll be back tomorrow." So the next day, I had one play at Will Rogers, 2 plays at Fonner Park, and this was Tuesday. So I post the play for Will Rogers. Horse lost. This ass bag sends me a message, says I suck, shouldn't be giving out plays. Excuse me? I'm up 36.12 units. That means if you bet $10 every horse bet I have given out, you're up $362. And I suck. I have an ROI of over 108% all year for horse racing. How many people out there are cashing a positive ROI for horse racing for the year? Not too many. 2%. I'm a freaking 2%er. And this ass clown is talking shit to me. Excuse me? My spreadsheet is updated every night, or at the worst case scenario in the morning. But I update my spreadsheet before I post my plays for the day. You can click the link in my bio and it'll take you right to my Google Sheets for my spreadsheet. Name one other capper on all social media platforms that is doing that? Name one. I'll wait. There's none. And this ass bag is talking shit. And the best part is, I got a $10 winner at Founder Park. This clown didn't say one fucking word. Didn't say one fucking word. So you bitch when I lose, but when I win, we have profit for the day. You don't say anything. Not one freaking word. I just hit a $21 winner at Gulfstream Park. Did I get a, hey, good hit tip from this dude? No, nothing at all. Nothing at all. Those are the type of people I can't stand. Come on. Link's in the spreadsheet. Link to the spreadsheet is in the bio. Click it. See my work. See how I do per track. I have stuff broken down track by track. Even when I have a negative ROI on the track, I'm not hiding it. It's right there. So you guys can look at it. I'm not hiding from shit. Click it. Look at it. Look at my work. But this dude's talking shit? I mean, come on. Don't come at me with that hate. That's the one thing I don't like about trying to help you guys out. Just the one dude that talks shit. I mean, most of you guys, 98% of you guys are money people. I like talking with you guys. I like interacting, sharing ideas, bouncing ideas off, seeing how you guys think, giving out plays, helping you guys make money. But this ass clown is the person that I can't fucking stand. Now, let me talk to you about something else that happened. And I hate to be such a negative person, but one of the sports book I use is Bovada. Now, I've already said, when you guys are using sports books, make sure you guys have a couple different ones, because if milk is $1 at one place and $4 at the other place, where are you going to go to buy it? Obviously, the $1 place. So I like to use a couple books. I use Five Dimes. I use Bookmaker. I use Heritage. I use Bovada. And I actually have a runner in Vegas, but obviously that's shut down right now with what's going on in the world with the COVID-19. So I got kicked out of Bovada because Bovada, what they offer is they offer no goal first period. And I'm pretty good at capping that for hockey. And I mean, I think I won like 9 of them in a row, and I was parlaying them on certain nights. And I got an email, and I got kicked out. It's the only book that offers it. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I needed to find a loophole. So I got my sister to create an account. And the same thing happened. So, okay. So now I got my brother to do it. So my brother opens an account. And I'm using my brother's account to place these bets now. So I placed 2 Xfinity Series head-to-head matchups yesterday. And they both won. And I go to log into my account last night. Error. Okay, whatever. Go again. Error. So I'm entering my right password. And I'm like, okay, something must be up. So I try again. Error. So then I try calling Bovada. Bovada is no longer phone service due to COVID-19. Okay, I get that. I understand that. So I do live chat. So I'm waiting and waiting. I waited an hour on live chat just to be kicked out. That's a little weird. So then I email them. And they tell me to go to live chat. So I go to live chat. And I'm like, why can't I get into my account? And they're like, okay, we need to transfer you to a manager. So they transfer me to a manager, and the manager said, I'm sorry, sir, we can no longer take your action. That's basically what he said in a nutshell. And I have not really been doing much in that account. So I don't know if they found out that, me, my brother, my sister, am I going to, I don't know. They really didn't give me a reason. They just locked me out. I mean, thankfully, I didn't have much money in that account because I don't like to have much in the offshore accounts just because you never know when shit's going to hit the fan there. But they are letting me withdraw it, so that's good. But I would just be very leery of Bovada moving forward. I highly recommend Bookmaker. They've been good to me. Five Dimes, Tony's not there anymore because he allegedly got murdered, but I would just be a little careful of Five Dimes. The two I trust the most are Bookmaker and Heritage. Heritage 1, Bookmaker 2, Five Dimes 3, and then that's it. Bet Online is good too. Also, that would definitely be in the top 4. I don't use them as much as I should. I'll definitely start to using them more and more now, I think, if they have the lines I want. But usually those other ones have better lines and better options. So if you guys ever need help on a recommendation for a sports book, I'll be more than happy to help you guys because I'm not getting a kickback from you guys going any place. I'll tell you the pros and the cons and what place offers better lines for different sports and whatnot. So didn't mean to be so negative there. God, I really went on a little negative rant about cock asshole boy talking shit and Bovada kicking me out. So let's jump into something else. Sometimes when we look at fantasy football, we tend to overanalyze stuff and do too much numbers and try to think too much. Sometimes we just need to use common sense. So I'm doing this project where I'm doing 3 years, seeing what a guy's production is for 3 years. So I'm doing this, and it's kind of interesting to see what guys are doing what for 3 years. And the points they have, where they stand up to everybody else, and who you thought did good, who you thought didn't do good. It's pretty interesting. And a lot of stuff really stuck out to me. Like Marvin Jones and Michael Thomas had the same amount of touchdowns over that span. That's crazy to me. Everyone thinks Julio Jones is injured all the time. He's only played one last game than DeAndre Hopkins. The only thing that's holding Julio back is the lack of touchdowns. But that wasn't the main thing that stuck out to me. So I'm looking at Todd Gurley. Okay, so Todd Gurley the last 3 years has scored 14, 21, and 19 touchdowns. That's the last 3 years. He scored 14 touchdowns last year, and he was god-awful. So obviously, looking at that, what does that tell you? That tells you the lead running back in the Sean McVay system scores touchdowns, correct? Okay, so we all agree on that. And then we look at who's going to be the lead back in the Rams offense. And in my eyes, it's a no-brainer. It's Cam Akers. But you have these people that were high on Darrell Henderson last year and can't accept being wrong. It's Darrell Henderson. It's Darrell Henderson. Well, let's just look at the facts. Would the Rams, with how many issues they have on that roster, draft a running back in the second round if they don't plan on starting him sooner rather than later? Probably immediately? No. Especially after they just drafted a running back the year before. You're not going to waste a pick, especially with the salary restraints that Rams team has on a running back, unless he's going to play right away. And Sean McVay said that Darrell Henderson needs to do a better job of carrying out the play. Name one player in the NFL that a coach has made a statement like that about and then is the starter. None. So we just need to use common sense. And I mean, I throw a lot of stuff out at you guys about fantasy, about bets, and I'm not right all the time. I gladly admit it. But I'm taking a stance, and I have an opinion. And granted, my opinion on a lot of stuff tends to be different because I think outside the box. But this one is just so cut and dry, and you have these people that are so hell-bent, oh, I can't be wrong, I can't be wrong. Yeah, you can, dude. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong. And Cam Akers, to me, screams, I'm going to be the rookie running back that scores the most points. It just screams it because the Rams lead back gets touchdowns and scores fantasy points. It's that simple. In Indianapolis, you have Jonathan Taylor, who's going to allegedly compete with Marlon Mack for early down work, and then Nyheim Hines is the third down back. So you got 3 people are just competing for stuff there. Then you look at everyone who's saying, oh, Carl Edwards-Helaire. Excuse me, he's 5'7". He's 5'7" and cannot run through the tackles. And everyone's saying he's